Hello guys, my name is Kiki and welcome to my channel. Welcome, foolish mortals, to the week that I will be making everything Haunted Mansion related. We're gonna start with this beautiful singing bust. You can pick any one you want or you can make them all, but I want to show you how it is made. So for making the bust, we are going to use a foam head that you can find at Temu, at Dollar Tree. No, at Dollar Tree, I don't think so. At Amazon, I think. And we're going to use cardboard. And as you can see, I'm making a shape. It is kind of a U shape. And it has two lines on the top. Let me just mark it down with my ruler. Then I'm going to use canning to make the circle on the bottom. And just like this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pencil just to mark it down like that. Then I'm going to trace it and then I'm going to use my scissors and I'm going to cut this shape. Just by using my scissors, just like this. Here you can see it, and now I'm going to measure the head and I'm going to cut the excess. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a strip that it is like 2.5 inches for the length of my bust thingy. Then I broke that cardboard like that and I'm gonna glue it like this. I'm just gonna use lots of hot glue and I'm gonna glue it just like this, and then I'm gonna cut the excess like that. After I finish with that, I'm gonna take back the head and I'm just gonna use a box cutter, and I'm using the oldest one that I have and I'm just gonna cut it like this to make sure that I can make that cardboard go into the neck of our head. Now I'm just making a channel with my box cutter so I can fit the cardboard over there. After I finish with that, I'm going to add hot glue and I'm going to glue them together just like this. Then, when I finish with that, I'm going to take an aluminum foil and I'm going to cover the part of the bust that I have over there with this aluminum foil. After I add that aluminum foil, I'm going to take paper towels or anything you have and I'm going to fill the inside. Then I'm going to take tape and I'm just going to tape down these pieces like this. I'm going to go all around it, adding my tape just like that. And just making sure that I'm making the shape. After I have it like this, I'm going to bring back the cardboard and I made a tie and the thingy on the neck. Just like that, and I'm just going to glue it. You can do anything you want. You can make a bow tie or anything you want. And I'm just gluing it like this. I'm going to use my hot glue. Make sure that it is glued down like that. And then we're going to move on to adding the bottom part of the foot or the foot of our bust. And for that, I'm using an old ribbon thingy and I'm using a bow. I'm going to add the ribbon thingy over here. And then I'm going to add that bowl to the bottom part. And here you can see it and it is glued. I couldn't show you because this is really big. But I just glue it with lots of hot glue. Now I'm going to let it dry or set. Now, for the time of the paper macheing, I'm going to use paper towels or toilet paper. In my case, I'm using toilet paper and Mod Podge. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply lots of Mod Podge all around the bust like this. And then I'm going to take layers of that toilet paper, and I'm using the cheapest one I could find because it is thinner. And I'm going to apply those and add more Mod Podge on top of them. I'm going to continue doing this all around the bottom part of the bust. And as you can see, it is covered completely. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to the bottom or foot of our bust. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to add lots of hot glue and I'm going to add the toilet paper just like this. Just make sure that you add enough so you can secure the foot of your bust. Go all around it, add lots of texture because that will make it look like stone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep on adding layers until I have it ready. Now moving on to the face. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the beard, the mustache, and the hair. And for that, I'm going to add lots of layers of toilet paper. And as you can see, I'm adding 4 layers of that toilet paper at first and just wetting it down with the Mod Podge to make sure that we can make that beard really nice and really thick. I'm going to continue adding that toilet paper over there. And I'm going to add lots of that. You can add as much as you want, but make sure that you're making the beard look good. So keep on adding more Mod Podge, making it look cute, and going all around it, making sure that it has enough Mod Podge. Go all over like this, then use your paintbrush to make sure that you're pushing it down like that, just tapping with it. Then move on to the mustache, and for that, we're going to take the same toilet paper and just shape it down on the side of the face that you're doing like a mustache. Keep on adding that toilet paper until you have a full, beautiful mustache. And add lots of Mod Podge to make sure that it is there and it stays there. Keep on going, just shaping it with your fingers, adding enough toilet paper, making it look cute. And when you finish, you can move on to the hair. Do the same thing, just tap, 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 so you can make sure that it is glued there and it has lots of texture. And then move on and do the same to the hair. Here you can see it. Now we're going to let it dry. Now to add the texture, we are going to do a layer of spackling. And for this, I'm going to use lightweight spackling. And I'm going to cover all the bust on it. That will make the cracks disappear because we have 1 or 2 cracks over here. Because, yeah, it's hard to paper mache this thing. And I'm going to add lots of that to the face and to the mustache and the beard. I'm going to add lots of it as well to the hair so we can add lots of texture to this beautiful piece. Let me just go all around it, and as you can see, I'm using my hands because this has lots of texture and I couldn't use any tool. So go ahead, use your hand, add enough, go all around it, make it make it smooth, and then with the same spackling, I made the eyebrows. As you can see, I'm using a tool just to add a little bit more texture, and I'm just going all around it like that. And I'm going to go all around it, just making sure that I have the texture that I want on those eyebrows and removing all the excess of that spackling because we don't want excess, we just want texture. So I'm just going to go all around it, and as you can see, I'm just sculpting his face using the same spackling. Then I'm going to use the tool, and I'm going to add lots of texture over here as well. And I'm going to do the same with all his face. For painting the bust, we are going to use Mineral from Waverly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cover it completely using this mineral paint. I'm going to go all around it, front, back, face, everything. Then I'm going to let it dry really, really, really well so we can come back and add the next step. And as you can see here, it is looking super cute. Now for the next step, we are going to use this Stone Rust-Oleum American Accents paint. And I'm going to paint it completely and let it dry really well. Here you can see that it is looking beautiful. Now I'm going to let it dry overnight. Now to making or adding the shadows to our bust, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some watered down black paint. And I used a little bit of water and this black paint. I mix it really well so I can make a soupy kind of texture on my paint. And this is what I'm going to use as a wash. What I'm going to do is I'm going to apply it completely all over the bust and everything. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean it up using a paper towel just to remove the excess and that we can see all of that beautiful texture that this bust has. I'm going to go all around it, and as you can see, I'm adding more here and there just to make sure that I have enough. I'm going to continue doing this all around it. As you can see, I did the bust or the bottom part. And now I moved on to the face, and I'm adding enough, but I'm not adding too much because I'm layering the shadows so I don't go overboard with my shadows. So I'm just going to keep on adding more and more of this paint and cleaning up the excess like this and just making sure that that can be seen. I'm going to finish this so I can show you right now. And here you can see it. And I'm in love with this one. I just love the texture. I love everything. It looks like real stone. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this one. I went with a more modern look for mine, but you can do any and each of those singing busts. It is super easy and you will have lots of fun. Go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments below. And tomorrow I will see you for another Haunted Mansion inspired video. Stay tuned for that one, and I see you tomorrow, my friends. I love you so much. Take care. Bye-bye.